Guys, today we have one of the most limited Nike collabs of the entire year. What could be the new most comfortable sneaker available? And a ton more. So let's kick this off with a complete mystery. I have no idea what's inside here, except it says the future, apparently. So obviously this is from Zellerfeld. If we know anything about 3D printed shoes, is typically they can get pretty crazy. They sent this over. They didn't even say they were sending anything. Oh shit. Okay, so we got a little note. It says, "Greetings from Mars." Oh, no way. Okay, yeah, these are wild. Oh my lord. These are the Marshmallows. These are insane. Oh, wow. It literally says Marshmallow on the bottom. That's crazy. These are insane. Look at that squish on the top. That is wild. I love this new material that they're using, or this new method of printing where it allows them to basically make the entire shoe a freaking marshmallow. So I guess the name is very appropriate. So essentially this is a collaboration with Crocs, who, if you guys didn't know, is a German rapper. Like, just based off of the look, they kind of remind me of some of those insane Yeezy foam runner boot samples that we saw. Those things were crazy. They never actually made it to actual production, but these things did. And that is the beauty of Zellerfeld and their 3D printed technology, because this is a design that couldn't really exist with traditional, ways of doing things, like with leather, suede, and stuff like that. This is literally only something that can exist with 3D printing, and it is such a cool freaking design. I don't know if these things fit. They look so different to a traditional shoe. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna slide my foot into them and see what they're like. Oh wow, that's a nice fit. The upper feel like super padded and cloud-like. They look as wild as they look as wild. I mean, the pants, they're cuffed, so they're a little bit weird. They're comfortable, man. They are comfortable. Yes, they are insane. These are the Marshmallows, and I'm actually gonna wear these things. I'm not even joking. All right, we got a little Nike sneakers app pickup, a little color matched box. This reminds me of like the Travis Scott box, except instead of like, light brown, it's blue, but it has that same kind of sail glossy effect. Okay, this is the Howard University Jordan 1, looking real sick. Decent leather, not bad. I mean, the outside, the navy leather is a lot better than the white base leather, but not bad. Okay, so you get an extra pair of navy laces, sick. It comes laced with the white, which I'm definitely keeping the white. I think that's a clean look. These were 100% an instant cop for me. Like, just the fact that these are sat around, I don't think they sold out. Maybe they did in the US, but they didn't sell out here in the UK. And I think my main kind of thing that I like about these is that mini Nike swoosh, which I wasn't entirely sure if I would like it, but it's just like a little subtle touch like they did on the Jordan 4 RM that I just really like, especially with the navy. I think it's a sick look. It just kind of ties the red and the navy in pretty nicely. You've got a sailed out midsole, which I think is a cool look as well. I think for retail, it's 100% a solid pair to go for. Obviously, you guys know like the story behind these things. Basically, Howard University PE that is made it to like a GR colorway. Nobody really thought that these were gonna actually drop, but they did, and they are fully available. Maybe even go on sale, just like we saw with the mochas, because if those things didn't sell out, it's pretty safe to assume that a lot of Jordan 1 lows are not gonna sell out. They even come with wax laces, just like the Travis Scott. That's very interesting. Either way, let me know what you think about these down in the comment section. Did you go for them? Did you pick them up, or did you pass? All right, I don't know why it took me so long to pick these things up, but hey, at least we have them now. It was supposed to be like sneaker of the year, but the hype has definitely died down since then, and I wonder if that's a bad sign. I mean, I picked these things up for significantly under retail, which is pretty shocking. Holy hell, these are heavy. Very nice packaging, I've got to say. Simple yet effective. This is the Salehe Bembury Crocs Juniper sneaker, and they're freaking massive. This is a weird shoe. Very weird, and so heavy. Do they need to be this heavy? These feel ridiculously heavy. It's all in this huge, ginormous midsole. These things are very cheap right now. This is the tahini colorway. Definitely the best in my opinion, at least compared to like the only other colorway that dropped. This upper feels nice and soft, which is a good sign. It's like a thinner material, but it's like similar to what they use on like regular Crocs. It's very well done design-wise, but obviously it's a very crazy looking pair of shoes. So I think the most important thing about this pair of shoes is it comfortable? Does it achieve the same ethos that Crocs typically are known for, which is comfort? Well, let's slip them on and let's find out. I can't get over how big they are. I didn't know that they were this massive. Did I go for my true to size? Yeah, okay, so they're a size 9. They are my true size, and they do fit maybe a little bit big, but yeah, maybe a little bit big. So I don't know if they do half sizes, but they kind of go with the outfit. Like, this is something Salehe Bembury wear, like these freaking camo or whatever you call these real tree pants. This is something Salehe Bembury would wear, at least the pants. Not as uncomfortable as I was kind of thinking because of how like hard this midsole is. Like, they do have a nice drop-in insole, which I think is where most of the cushioning is, but overall it's kind of cool. I think for the price tag, it's definitely a lot more like I'm fine with paying under retail for these for sure. But as like a super hyped up sneaker that a lot of people were expecting, like the other, you know, Salehe Bembury Crocs, it didn't really achieve that. I know it's quite an out there design, but it's very Salehe Bembury, so I don't know. What do you think about this shoe, guys? Would you class it as a flop in terms of the hype? I know that they've made these super limited, which I think could have been to their detriment. Like, people wanted to try this pair of shoes out, but because it was so hard to get, they were kind of like, we'll just keep it moving. All right, move into a sneaker that's much lighter. Wow, compared to those last ones, these things are freaking feathers. So I thought, gotta pick them up because I liked the previous version so much. Okay, the New Balance 1080V14. Some very apparent visual changes. Like, I know this is a different version, but they haven't kind of left from the original design elements that much. So again, this would be like kind of like an iPhone upgrade, you know, like you're getting small little tweaks and improvements, but nothing drastically changing in terms of the design. The upper material seems a little bit maybe thicker. It's hard to tell, but it definitely has some more design elements, specifically around the toe box, and then this portion over here, some very slight changes, which I think could be cool. Now, this midsole, it feels insanely squishy. I would have to do a side-by-side to see if it's squishier than the V13s. I mean, it looks like it's going to be insanely comfortable. Again, this would probably be something where I'd have to try them up against the V13s to really see how much of improvement they've made. I've tried the 12s, the 13s, and now I've got the 14s, and I think these could be one of the most comfortable. I mean, the 1080 V13s were so insanely comfortable. This could be the next best version. So, I mean, I'll slip them on, but I'm not going to give you guys an accurate telling of how comfortable they are just based off of right now. I mean, they're so freaking soft. Like, guys, these are freaking marshmallows. Maybe they made them a little bit softer. It's a little bit hard to tell. We'll have to figure that out. I'm definitely going to put a couple miles in these things, wear them around, and then I'll let you guys know. Let me know if you'd like to have an update on the 1080 V14, but so far they look good. All right, let's get into this one. Another light package, so I think we can safely assume another comfort king over here. This one's pretty funny, but also pretty cool. Like, it could actually be a very good sneaker. So it's a brand new model from New Balance. Let's see. Nice color. This is the brand new New Balance 740. It's a direct competitor. A little clap back from New Balance, of course, for the Asics 1130. Currently one of the most popular sneakers on the market. And New Balance was like, hey, we can do affordable, comfortable retro sneakers as well. Honestly, they look so similar to like the 1906s. There's just some very subtle changes in the design, but very similar, and these are only $100, whereas the 1906s are like, I think 150, 160. I mean, they feel maybe just as good quality, maybe a little bit thinner on the upper, but super lightweight. I love this colorway, by the way. It's like green but sail at the same time. This is the only colorway that exists on this model. They've literally just launched it, so I had to check these things out. Are they better? Do they look better? Or do they feel better than the 1130s? Or is the 1130 still the affordable retro runner king? But I think it's a strong model for New Balance. I think these are going to be very popular. I think they look good. If you're interested in the 1906, which again is another super popular sneaker, this could be a good little alternative, something a little bit more affordable. Let me know if you want to see a comparison with the 1130s or maybe the 1906s. But yeah, so far I'm impressed. I really like the look of them. Final package. This one, I mean, it just says fragile. Don't really know what to expect. I know what this is. I've never seen these things in person. Okay, we got a shoe from freaking space. As you can see, you've got the artifact on the top. I'm sure you know what this is. How do you open this? Oh, it's got a sliding door. Wow, so you open it from the side. Packaging A1. Really dope. Holy shit. What? Yo, I don't even know if I've seen this colorway. So this is one with a white swoosh. I've seen a black and purple one. I've seen this one with some other color, like maybe green. I don't know if I've seen, is this one released, guys? Is this like a pair of shoes that's dropped? I don't even know, but damn, you get like a bunch of extras in there. Okay, you get like a little, is that like a clip-on thing for the back maybe? Oh, there's another one, another clip that goes on there somehow. And then you get this, which I believe is a sticker pack. So there's a little sticker pack in there, and there's your other clip. So how does this work? This clips onto the back over here. Okay, this clips on there, and then this clips on over here. It's like Legos. Very, very interesting looking shoes. With this one, you get like little, I don't know what the hell you call these things. So you get extra laces in here, and then you also get this little like cylinder. Like, I mean, I don't know what it's called, but it looks like some kind of power up for your shoes. There you go. Now you got like a little freaking power up. So this is the Ghost colorway, I guess. It says Ghost over there. Crazy padding on these things as well, like way more than a regular Dunk. These things look so sick. Look at that, man. This looks like a freaking Transformers shoe. Perfect fit. These are so cool. What in the world? These are like display pieces. They killed this collaboration. And then you've got this thing over here. Like, I know the artifact thing, it's like a whole Web3 thing, which I'm not so familiar with, so I'm gonna have to look into it. But you do have like an NFC thing. Like, I'll show you. You put your phone near it. Like, you see that little NFC thing? You put your phone near it like this, and then does it pop up? Boom. You get a little thing over there, and then if I click on it, it takes you to artifact.com. There you go. And then it says chip detected, and then you have to like log in. Oh yeah, you connect your Web3 wallet. It's merging like the Web3 with a physical pair of shoes, which is really, really cool. And I think this collaboration is very well done. I always loved the look of these things, but this colorway has got to be the coolest. Like, it's just so simple. Gray and white. It's like the gray fog Dunks, but just the most ridiculously futuristic version. This is insane. Let me know what you think of these down in the comment section. But guys, that is all of the sneakers. That wraps it up. Thank you for coming through, and if you want to check out another video, just click that one right over there.